Benici, the Earl of Asphalt, has won 16 of the last 25 tarmac stages of World Rally competition. He is 66 miles away from his first Rally Catalunya win and his second consecutive victory of the season. And if he wins here today, he could lead the championship. Can anyone beat Benici? Stick around. Leg 3 of the Spanish Rally starts now. Images of Spain, home to round 4 of the World Rally Championship. Hi everybody, I'm your host, Ralph Shaheen. Catalunya is the second successive all-tarmac rally of the season and is run in the hills of northeastern Spain. Day 1 was held around the Tarragona region, with days 2 and 3 much closer to the rally's host town, the seaside resort of Lloret de Mar. This is one of the most popular of all the rallies as far as spectators are concerned. So many were packed into the first stage that the organizers had no option but to cancel it. The day was then dominated by the Peugeot team. Richard Burns was second at the end of it, while Gilles Benici was fastest in all of the 5 stages which remained. The expected Citroën Challenge was slow to get going, but both Philippe Bugalski and Sebastian Loeb picked up the pace later in the day to end it in 3rd and 4th places respectively. Not so fortunate was their teammate Thomas Rodstrom, who crashed out of the rally on stage 6.
How can you be so stupid? I took you 2 times, huh? Okay, this is not too bad.
Ford's Colin McRae was nursing a broken finger after his accident on their last rally in Corsica. Ice packs and modifications to the car were helping, plus an extra gear shift on the left of the steering wheel meant he could keep his good hand on the wheel for most of the time. Luis Moya isn't running his home event. His seat alongside Carlos Sainz this weekend has been filled by Mark Marty after Moya broke 2 ribs in a testing accident. Subaru's Tommy Mäkinen was well behind both Fords after leaving the road on stage 6. A damaged radiator forced co-driver Kai Lindstrom to grab water from a swimming pool. But despite desperate work by their mechanics, the pair were forced to retire early on day 2.
So it seems to be impossible to continue. We have to retire.
But even as Mäkinen spun around to head back to Lloret, the massive crowds were again causing headaches for the organizers. Both of the first 2 stages on day 2 were canceled. That left Ford for the day, the event becoming a victim of its own success.
Here on this event, 750,000 people, 800,000 people coming to watch the rally from all over Europe. And they're arriving so early, they're parking alongside the roads, camper vans, tents. But it's not an insurmountable problem. It's just we have to solve it by maybe closing the roads a little bit earlier, by marshalling the roads the day before to stop people parking there. It's not a problem that's an insurmountable one, certainly cured by next year.
Ironically, it was the spectator problem which forced the crowd's favorite out of the event. Badly parked cars on stage 10 caused the end of Carlos Sainz's rally.
Where we have cut, we found a car in the inside and a car in the outside of the vent, and I just couldn't control the car.
Even as Sainz explained the accident to his boss, he still couldn't believe what had happened. It was again the Peugeots which dominated the day. Benici was fastest in all but one of the stages, while the reigning world champ Richard Burns made the leaderboard a 1-2 for the silver car.
16 flat lip, plus in braking board, the far straight hook tightens.
6th place Petter Solberg was the man who denied Benici a clean sweep. This was how things stood going into the rally's final day. Benici and Burns were nearly 45 seconds apart, but none of the remaining point-scoring top 6 places was really secure. Even 7th, Colin McRae, would be determined to try and make up the 32-second gap to Solberg to get into the points. Panici may be dominating the rally, but there's a real dogfight shaping up for the final points positions. Hey, we're going to fire this thing up in just a minute, right here on Speed. Welcome back to Spain. As the spectators filed into the first stage of the day, Petter Solberg hinted he wasn't too worried about Colin McRae. He had other things on his mind.
Petter, 17 seconds behind Gronholm. Can you catch him today?
We'll see. We have taken a small chance with the tire choice now, and it's very hard. So we can see and maybe hope.
Just as on Saturday, the final day was based around a service park in Menu. A loop of 3 stages would be repeated in the afternoon, a total of over 66 miles, so the rally was far from over. With the top 15 run in reverse order, Jesus Puros was one of the first to tackle the day's opening stage, giving his home fans something to cheer about.
And flat right and left into medium right minus care, don't cut, and turn K right.
Francois Delacour was fighting for the final manufacturer point, but this man, Alistair McRae, was well behind his teammate. Listen in as he and David Sr. fight their Mitsubishi
right
through the stage.
And easy left minus opens, 50 care, medium right plus tightens to minus down, and opens into medium right and medium left minus opens. Into care left tightens long to medium, cut, and right tightens to K plus, don't cut, straight 30, K left, into flat right, 100, medium right minus, opens slight, into medium right, and long K left plus, opens don't cut, 70, care, right tightens very long to K, cut. That's care, right tightens very long to K, cut. 30. Long medium left minus, don't cut. 70. Medium right opens, 100. Long medium right plus, opens into care medium left minus.
Things, however, would go from bad to worse for the pair, but a slight mistake on the day's opening stage would cost the younger McRae even more time.
Right tightens to medium and opens. 70.
Not faring much better was the big Skoda of Tony Gardemeister. Again, a slight mistake. It's a long stage.
Pitkä pyöreen, vasen nopea plus aukeaa 130. Huomio, pirun pitkä oikea eri kirraa, K pidä. Jatkuu pitkä vasen K plus 100. Mennään, pysäytä. K plus 100. Oikea eri plus ehkä, lyhyt aukeaa 100. Pitkä oikea eri loiva pidä jarruta 3. Pitkä vasen K sis. Jatkuu vasen täysmiinus aukeaa 200.
No such errors for Colin McRae. With his sights set on the driver's points, he continued to push right to the limit, but while keeping control.
34 right plus, into 6 left, into K left over crest and long 2 right minus. 50. Slow 3 left, tightens line, don't cut. 70. 5 right cut, 150. 6 left, 70. 6 right into K, slow 4 left, opens. 50. 4 left tightens. 30, slow 3 right tightens. And slow 3 left. And slow 3 right narrows. And slow 3 right opens. 100. 4 left minus.
Petter Solberg, however, was over 4 seconds faster through the stage. Whatever his tire gamble he talked about earlier was, it looked to have paid off. The gap between he and McRae was now nearly 36.5 seconds, and only 5 stages remain. Richard Burton's superb drive in what is still a new car to him has gone somewhat unnoticed this weekend. See how much he's picked up in just the last few days when we come back. Sebastian Loeb had two drivers to worry about. Marcus Grunholm behind him and Philippe Bogolski in front.
90 long part et gauche 130 000 euros. Droite 90 long part et gauche 130 000 euros. Gauche 130 000 euros et droite 90 devant talus. Long droite 90 devant talus et 50 mètres.
The former gymnast was slower than both on stage 13, though in Grunholm was now only 13 seconds behind. Philippe Bogolski's Citroën was fifth fastest, but he was also slower than the two men ahead of him. He said the previous evening that he seems to take a little while to wake up in the mornings, so perhaps he booked a wake-up call for stage 14. Richard Burns clearly has no problems getting out of bed. He and co-driver Robert Reed were equal fastest, despite Burns requesting an increase in pace note volume at one point.
Left plus 70, fast right, minus and in to slow medium left, in 50, fast right plus in 20 kilo left plus tight to maybe slow, 10 medium right minus in, 40 medium left plus in, 60 medium right minus long, 20 fast left, 50 fast right, tightens maybe 30, flat left 60, flat left braking 20, slow K right tightens, and K right minus cut, opens 60, medium left minus and hook 10.
But the man who shared that stage-winning time with Burns was Panizzi, his stunning drive continuing. Clearly, the Frenchman had no plans to ease off on the final day.
Droite à fond, sur gauche à fond, 60 mètres, pause, attention 10 mètres, droite 85 long. 60 mètres, gauche 95 long. Alors droite 90.
Had been quickest or equal quickest on 9 of the 10 stages that were run today. So after stage 13, it looked like the battle to watch would be Marcus Grunholm and Sebastian Loeb for fourth. Who's going to be quickest in a sprint? The shortest stage of the rally up next.
4 muy tarde. No, pedril derecha 4 muy tarde, situar izquierda 6.
In another Citroën, Sebastian Loeb gets set to blast through the stage.
150 mètres, droite 120 moins, corde légère.
The gravel dragged onto the road surface is lying in wait for the young Frenchman. Co-driver Daniel Elena. Just listen in.
100 mètres, gauche à fond et gauche 140 long corde. Gauche à fond et gauche 140 long corde. Gauche 140 long corde, 80 mètres, droite 130 long corde. 80 mètres, droite 130 long corde, sur attention, gauche 120 bords. Attention, gauche 120 bords et 80 mètres. Droite 110 000 long corde légère. Merde.
Let's have another look at how violent and instantaneous this crash was.
Droite 110 000 encore légère. Merde.
Loeb quickly had his belts undone and was out of the car to inspect the damage. Next to the stage would be teammate Philippe Bogolski, so rather than risk delaying his colleague, Loeb elects to sit and wait.
Et à fond, 40 mètres. Droite 94 léger, corde profonde.
Now with Bogolski safely out of the way, Loeb can turn around and start to limp out of the stage. It's not often we get a chance to see a whole stage through the eyes of one driver, but with stage 14 being so short, it gives us a perfect opportunity to ride with the world champ for the next 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Your commentator is co-driver Robert Reed.
And medium right plus hook. 20, flat left. 80, flat left 70, flat left over crest 50, flat left long 60, flat right minus. To easy right plus a cut. 40 fast left plus long in. 80, medium right plus to medium right plus cut tightens. 60, flat right minus long 60, easy right cut. 50, slow medium left, long, long to medium left, opens. 80, fast right minus tightens long to medium left plus in, opens. 70, flat right 20, fast left in long 20, medium right minus. To slow medium left in 50. Medium right minus in long. To medium left plus in. To flat right. To flat left in 20. Easy right plus. To flat left 100 braking. Left max 20. Medium right minus cut and opens. 30. Slow medium left long 30. Flat right opens 60. Fast right minus long 50. Slow medium right tightens 20. K left plus hook line and medium left minus opens 30. Flat left 50. Fast right into fast right plus 60. Easy right 30. Fast right plus hook to flat right 30. Medium left plus cut 40. Fast left line 30. Fast left in line 60. Medium left plus tightens 40. K right plus long 30. Easy left 50. Flat right to flat right 70. Right max to slight right over long crest 80. Fast left plus long 40. K right plus hook 60. Medium left tightens 20. K left plus in long 30. K right plus hook 10. Medium left minus in 20. Medium right plus 60. Medium right plus tightens 40. Medium left minus hook long 40. Medium right minus hook 30. Medium left in long 30. Fast left minus cut long 30. Flat left to flat right 60. Braking slow medium right and tightens 30. Flat left 70. Crest 20. Right max braking long 30. Medium left plus opens 20. K left plus in opens 60. Fast right minus 40. Fast left big cut to flat right minus 40. Left max 50. Slight right braking to long crest 40. Slow medium right long 30. Fast left minus in a bit 70. Flat right.
Did you get all that, or did you crash out of your lazy boy?
Richard finished the stage.
Without catching low, Burns would have been fastest. As it was, he was 6th quickest, just 1.8 seconds slower than Purus.
Richard, Philippe Bogowski said he lost some time with Sebastian Loeb. Were you the same? Is the rally over for you?
Yes, it's over now, yes. We have suspension broken and we can't make anything.
So a major change in the leaderboard after stage 14. Loeb's retirement lifts Grunholm to 4th, Solberg to 5th, and that finally means Colin McRae's in the points. Behind the top 6, there's now a 3-way fight for the final manufacturer point between Tony Gardemeister, Francois Delacour, and Freddie Loix. The trio now covered by exactly 5 seconds. All right, slap on some new tires. We're coming right back to Spain for another stage. Stage 15 would be run later as the rally's final stage. Its name, Villadrau, might not mean much, but this bridge in the virtual spectator stage guide might give you a clue. This section of the stage, a long straight leading into a pair of 90-degree right-hand bends, is only the appetizer. The main course lies just up the road a little, one of the most famous corners in the entire World Championship. That's how it looks from space, but this is how it looks on the ground. Among the first to entertain the massive crowds lining the bridge were the 3 drivers battling for 9th place. Freddie Loix was 10th quickest through the stage, a full 8.5 seconds faster than the Skoda Octavia Tony Gardemeister. Both, however, lost out to a determined Francois Delacour, who moved past Gardemeister to snatch 9th. Colin McRae was only 0.2 of a second faster than Loix. 6th place would do very nicely for the Scot, and he saw no reason to risk losing it.
6 right and 6 right and right tightens the long 3 plus.
Grunholm was second fastest, but with 37 seconds separating the Finn from 3rd place Bogowski, a podium finish depended on someone else having problems.
Oikein pitkä täyttää sunkkuun. 8, oikealle 5, oikein hidas sunkkuun älä. 150 ja vasen laita oikein hidas.
Bugolski himself was less than 3 seconds slower than Grunholm, third fastest. He looked about as secure as it is possible to be at this level of the sport. Sharing the fastest time with Panizzi on the day's first stage, Richard Burns was out on his own through Velodrome, nearly 6 seconds quicker than anyone else. Burns has now clearly come to grips with the Peugeot.
Key left plus cut opens 120, 40 flat left long, 50 medium right minus cut opens, 60 medium left long and slow medium left in 20, slow key right tightens and slow key right long in 20, key left plus cut opens 120, slight crest 20 left max in 20, flat right plus in 20, left max braking 80, medium right to medium right cut and opens 60 medium right minus long, 80 flat left, 60 right max 70, slow medium left and slow medium left cut, 60 90 left over crest long, 60 flat right, 40 flat right, 80 flat right, 50 medium right to slow medium right hook to fast left plus 120, left max 20, K right plus in tightens to slow medium left, 30 flat left long, 40 medium left minus in, 30 medium right plus tight.
First time Richard Burns got to drive a car was at the age of 8. His dad's old Triumph 2000 in the field behind the house.
Left 50, easy right plus braking to flat right 30, K left long to K left long.
Check out the crack
40,
in the windshield.
90 right plus hook long, 80 right max to crest flat right, 40 fast left and fast left. And right max 80, flat right and flat right 100, right max to right max, big cut 40, flat left minus cut and flat left minus 40, flat right minus, big cut 80, fast left plus and fast left plus 30, right max 50, flat right to flat right cut 40, flat left cut and flat left cut 100, flat right minus and flat right minus cut 100, flat right and right max.
Burns, however, still has a little way to go to match Gilles Panizzi. Going into stage 15 with a lead of over 42 seconds, Gilles decided to give the thousands of spectators at the bridge a little treat.
60 mètres gauche, 90 plus. 60 mètres, épingle gauche.
Panizzi souvenirs just went up through the roof. Well, the fans clearly appreciated the gesture, but if we look at it again, even as Gilles gives a cheeky little wave, it appears he forgot to tell his brother Hervé what he was planning. Just listen in.
80 mètres.
One more look at it. Look at the confusion on Hervé's face. Oh, that's great. Let's call in the services of virtual spectators so you can get an idea of just how little time the donuts cost Panizzi. Approaching the 290-degree bends we saw earlier, the Peugeot is more or less equal to Bugolski's Citroën, while Loix's Hyundai and Gardemeister's Skoda are all locked in their own scrink. Heading up the hill towards the bridge, all four hit around 150 kilometers. Just watch Panizzi and his crowd-pleasing antics. Surprisingly, only about 10 seconds were lost by the move. It's even cool on the computer. So here's how they stand. With Loeb's retirement, Colin McRae now finds himself in a points-paying position.
Alistair, what happened on the first stage of the day?
I wouldn't say I braked late, but just got caught out a bit. The car locked slightly at the rear and the surface was very slippy, and we slid off down a sort of gravel road and stalled the engine.
Colin, you started the day in the manufacturer's points, Loeb's gone out, you're now in the driver's points too, so it's all worth it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it was worth it before. Well, at the moment we've got five manufacturers' points, but to get a driver's point obviously makes it even more worthwhile.
Jesus, I think you surprised everybody by winning a stage this morning, but did you surprise yourself?
Well, as you know, we've been working very hard since the first day of the rally. We have to sort out many little problems.
Julian, making this rally look so easy, a bit of time to entertain all the fans out there.
Yes, just in one time, because this section, there are a lot of people on the bridge and around, and it's for the fun.
Stages 16 and 17 of the Rally de Catalunya were repeats of the day's opening pair. Francois Delacour went into stage 16 leading his mini battle with Freddie Loix and Tony Gardemeister, but was the slowest of the three. Earlier in the weekend, Francois Delacour gave 500 Grand Prix motorcycle star Carlos Checa a ride as a co-driver. Checa, who spends a lot of time exploring the limits of a 500 Grand Prix bike, was totally amazed at what a rally car is capable of. Will be the quickest of those fighting for the last manufacturer's point on stage 17. Here's a look at how the Belgian tackled the stage.
En onder, linkervoor en 75. Stokje links 140, lang diep couperen. Op 75 even rechts onder een 12 links couperen, sporen. Om 25 links 90, laat in sporen couperen. Links 90, laat in sporen couperen. Om 75. Rechts 83 couperen, sporen en 50. Op 50 kijk naar voor. En 50. Even rechts 122 diep couperen. Om 25 links 70 laad in plus. Op een beetje lang. Om 100.
Freddie Loix is very much at home in tarmac, but started in F2 in an Opel Astra. In fact, many people think he could be the best rally driver ever out of Belgium.
Rechts 72. Rechts 22 links 82 sporen couperen. Om 25. Rechts 72 min sporen couperen. Links daarvoor sporen couperen. En hier rechts links couperen. Rechts 120 kort daarvoor.
And I think Colin McRae's doing a great job this week with a broken finger. Remember, Freddie Loix competed in Sweden with a broken foot.
Rechts 20 diep couperen. Om links 73 licht couperen. Om 50. Om 50 rechts. 50 rechts. En 25 rechts onder een 12 en wordt 50. Rechts 82. Links 60 zeer laat in. Couperen open. Links 60 zeer laat in. Couperen open. En 50. En 50. Links. Om 25 rechts onder een 12. En 75. Rechts direct eronder een 10 min. Om wordt 25. Links 72 plus. Grind couperen. 72 plus. Grind couperen. En 50. En 50. Links onder een 2 sporen. En links onder een 12 diep couperen. En 75. Links 20 min couperen sporen. Om 25. Rechts 73 min. 25 rechts 73 min. Links onder een 12 voor sporen.
So with one stage remaining, 7.4 seconds were all that separated the three drivers fighting for 9th place and the single manufacturer point it would bring. Marco Martin and co-driver Michael Park haven't had the best of seasons so far for their new team, but they were now on course to pick up 2 points for Ford and also shared fastest time with Venezia on stage 17. Peter Solberg too wasn't easing up. He and Phil Mills were second quickest on stage 16, once again beaten only by, guess who?
Line into big cut shot, 4 right, 120. Flat 6 left, opens over crest, 80. 6 right, plus keep in over crest, 40, cut 3 left, tightens. Opens 50, tightens, big cut 4 minus over gravel maybe. Keep in, slow 30, 2 right minus, slippy maybe. Tightens, short 1 left plus keep in, into 1 right plus. Half long, opens 150. Line into 3 left plus. Opens 40, 5 left long, tightens cut 3 over gravel. Opens. 150. 6 left, 20, slippy 2 right plus. Half long, tightens 2 minus over gravel. Big cut at end. Opens. Short 4 left. Opens 30. 1 left plus half long, gravel exit. Into cut short 4 right plus. 80. Gravel cut 1 right plus. Half long. Opens 20. 5 left, opens 40, 1 left plus. Opens 80. Line into 5 left long, keep into crest, into small.
This is only
cut,
the second
right
time
plus.
Peter Solberg has run the
Opens
rally at Catalunya. Last year he crashed out, so finishing in the
6
points
left,
this year
opens
is a
over
tremendous
crest,
improvement.
Opens 40, cut 4 left minus half long, opens 60, line into big cut gravel or right minus. Into cut 4 left minus, opens flat 80.
We've got to take a quick break, but the Peugeots are still to come. Is there more showmanship planned? Stay with us to find out. Welcome back to the final day of the Rally de Catalunya. Peugeot's Marcus Grunholm was third fastest on the day's penultimate stage, just a mere 0.6 of a second behind. And remember, Grunholm isn't known for his ability on asphalt.
Vasemmalle oikein pirun pitkä nopea silta kirraa. 5 vasemmalle ja oikein hidas. 4 vasen hidas, suppu oikein nopea. 3 oikein nopea. 4 vasen nopea, aukee. 9 vasen hidas, serpo.
Fourth fastest on stage 16 and then 7th on 17, Richard Burns had clearly backed off. Philippe Bogolski was still over 32 seconds behind, and with just another run through Villadrau to go, the Englishman was cruising to second place. For Panizzi, however, it was quite a different matter. He only seems to have one speed on asphalt, flat out, and he was again quickest on stage 16, sharing the honors with Marco Martin on the next.
150 mètres. Droite 90 cordes. Raille et ouvre. Gauche 90. Bon, droite à fond. 50 mètres, ferme 95 presque plus. 40 mètres, droite 90 plus.
So with one stage to go, it looked as if the order would remain the same. Up next would be stage 18, and once again the enormous crowds at the bridge lay in wait for their heroes. To Delacour's delight, he hung on to finish 9th and scored 1 point for Mitsubishi by just 2 seconds. 2 points went to Marco Martin, his first points for Ford, while the 1995 world champ Colin McRae picked up both 3 points for the team and 1 for himself. An incredibly gutsy performance with only 1 good hand.
120. 4 right plus line to stop, okay.
Well done, fantastic lads, and a brilliant one-handed drive.
Stay with us, a little more to come right after this.
This Speed Channel presentation is brought to you by BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
With this being the last asphalt rally for a while, we figured why not give you a taste of how the roads this weekend were tackled.
Opens 50, tightens big cut 4 minus over gravel maybe. Keep in, slow 30, 2 right minus, slippy maybe. Tightens, short 1 left plus, keep in, into 1 right plus. Half long, opens 150. Line into 3 left plus. Opens 40. 5 left long, tightens cut 3 over gravel. Opens 150. 6 left, 20, slippy 2 right plus. Half long, tightens 2 minus over gravel. Big cut at end. Opens. Short 4 left. Opens 30. 1 left plus half long, gravel exit. Into cut short 4 right plus. 80. Gravel cut 1 right plus. Half long. Opens 20.
Medium right plus and easy left minus opens, 50 care, medium right plus tightens to minus down, and opens, into medium right, and medium left minus opens, into care left tightens long to medium, cut, and right tightens to K plus, don't cut, straight 30, K left, into flat right, 100,
150 mètres, droite en main moins corde légère. Droite en main moins corde légère sur gauche 120 bords. Gauche 120 bords et 100
Watch
mètres.
how late Sebastian Loeb is with his apex. He tends to drift way wide in the corners and cut him tight.
Gauche 140 long corde, gauche 140 long corde, 80 mètres, droite 130 long corde. 80 mètres, droite 130 long corde, sur attention, gauche 120 bords. Attention, gauche 120 bords et 80 mètres. Droite 110 000 encore légère.
Hang on.
Merde.
Hae pitkä oikea koopus roikku ja oikea jarruta 2. Pitkä pyöreen, vasen nopea plus aukee 130. Huomio. Pirun pitkä oikea eri kirraa, K pidä. Jatkuu pitkä vasen K plus 100. Mennään.
Gauche 90 plus.
You gotta love this one.
60 mètres, épingle gauche. Droite à fond long.
Now that's an e-brake turn. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Another stunning drive in the final stage, too, by Petter Solberg. A bad vibration had been his only problem on the final day, and so he and Mills scored points for the third time in 4 events.
Back 6 right long, keep in. And 6 left plus, keep in. 50, line into 5, right long, tightens half, 2, keep in. Tightens, into short, 3 left plus.
Marcus Grunholm finished 4th, but knows that he'll need to change his braking style if he's to win on tarmac. He needs to be more aggressive and use shorter, sharper stabs on the brake pedal, the style used by Panizzi. Philippe Bogolski and the Citroën team will be happy with 3rd place. The Zara's next appearance, though, will be on the rough gravel of Greece in June.
Pour droite à fond, taux absolu, ouvre 300 mètres. Droite à fond absolu.
6 useful points for 2nd place, plus added confidence with the car, means Richard Burns will be looking for victory when the championship moves on to gravel.
20 meter right plus in, 70 fast right plus opens, 80 braking, slow medium right move, low, 70, slow medium left, low, 10, medium left, in low, opens, 120, easy right plus, to flat right minus. Richard finished the stage. 21, 29.
For the second time in 2 weeks, the Peugeot management were on the verge of a 1-2, and the maximum 16 points that would bring. Panizzi brothers didn't disappoint. They might have been second fastest to Solberg, but that didn't matter. Watch Gilles' legs on and off the brakes, and the gas. Now watch as the shifter on the floor moves back and forth. Of course, his hands are up on the steering wheel, utilizing the shifters that are mounted to the steering wheel. But see the gear shift knob moving?
Droite à fond, dans gauche 95, un peu long sable, en sortie. Droite 90 plus, 10 plus, 300 mètres, 95
rally, magnifique, magnifique, il n'y a pas de commentaire. Welcoming all of you here back as soon as possible. We are ready to cheer all of you. Thank you. Bon, allez.
I won this victory in Spain, and now it's okay. Fantastic for us. Of course, it's magic this season for Peugeot.
Confirmation then of the final positions. Panizzi victorious by 37.3 seconds over Burns, with Bugolski, Grunholm, Solberg, and McRae filling the first half of the leaderboard. After losing out to Delacour, there was worse to come for Tony Gardemeister, who had to push his car the last kilometer to the final time control in Lloret de Mar. So Peugeot drivers now occupy the top 3 places in the Drivers' Championship, with Grunholm a single point ahead of Panizzi. Both Mäkinen and Sainz failed to score. Loeb leads the second half of the driver's standings, with both McRae's, Collin and Alistair behind him.
Gilles, congratulations. You truly are the king of tarmac on this rally.
Yes, fantastic. I am very happy because I never win it here, and for me it's fantastic to win in Spain, and this rally is fantastic, and with Peugeot it's magic this year.
Richard, 6 points for you, 6 points for Peugeot, terrific result.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, not just for me, but obviously for the team as well. They got another first and second place. Gilles has driven fantastic rally again, but to be this close to finish second, and well, I'm happy, obviously.
Third overall, that's a very good result.
Yes, but today is very, very difficult to drive more fast. After when I saw Sebastian, I stopped my attack.
In the Manufacturers Series, 48 points from 3 rallies means Peugeot have an enormous lead.
Of course, we are absolutely delighted, but as far as tough rallies are concerned, I mean rallies like Cyprus, Acropolis, Kenya, Argentina, we have still to show if the car has been improved, is it stronger or not.
The series next moves to the dry, dusty gravel roads on the island of Cyprus. Last year saw victory go to Colin McRae, while none of the Peugeots finished the rally. But will history repeat itself this year? For those of you who must see more rally action, Speed brings you all the action from the Rally de Catalunya tomorrow. Speed Channel also brings you door-to-door coverage of the Cyprus Rally when rallying resumes with Round 5 of the World Rally Championship in Greece. Gilles Panizzi's victory in Catalunya was stunning by any standard and confirms his status as World Rallying's #1 tarmac driver. Well, that's it from Spain. I'm your host, Ralph Shaheen. Thanks for joining us from the Rally de Catalunya.